Has it ever happened to you that you walk into your home and instead of feeling peace, you feel stress? That every corner seems to remind you of something pending, something broken, something out of place? That choking feeling doesn't come from the house. It comes from the accumulated mess that you no longer know where to begin to tackle. If you're a homemaker, you know the home can become a silent burden. But today I want to give you a real, practical, and powerful tool, the 4C method. A guide to transform your space. And also your mind. The 4C method is based on 4 very simple yet deeply effective steps: classify, concede, concentrate, and care. First, classify. It's not just about cleaning, it's about looking at each item and deciding which category it belongs to. Do I use it? Do I need it? Do I love it? Or is it just there out of habit? Classifying is being honest with what's in your home and, most importantly, with what should no longer be there. Then, concede. Learn to let go. Give away, donate, sell, or simply throw out what you don't use. Don't accumulate out of fear or guilt. Every item that leaves makes space for you to breathe. The third step is concentrate. Organize by zones. Don't leave items scattered throughout the house. Every item should have its place, its drawer, its shelf. When you concentrate, you make your day-to-day life easier, reduce the time spent searching for things, and avoid chaos. Lastly, care. Maintaining order is a daily routine. Small gestures, 5 minutes here, 10 there. Caring for your space is a way of caring for yourself. Now I'm going to give you 8 specific examples so you can understand how to apply this method, step by step. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, give the video a like, and comment the following. From today, I care for and protect my home, because it is my temple. Remember that by writing it, you declare it. 1. Your closet. Your closet can be one of the biggest sources of daily stress without you even realizing it. Each morning in front of it becomes a small battle, clothes tightly packed, drawers that won't close, pieces you don't even remember you had. And worst of all, the feeling of having nothing to wear, even with all that clutter in front of you. This is where the 4C method shows its full power. Let's go step by step, and do it without rushing. This process isn't done in half an hour, it's done with intention. Start by taking out all your clothes. All of them. Leave nothing in the closet. It's important to see with your own eyes how much stuff you have. By putting everything on the bed, the floor, or a table, you'll become truly aware. That visual impact is part of the change. Now classify. Touch each garment. Ask yourself, do I really wear this? Does it make me feel good when I wear it? Do I need it for a specific occasion? Or do I just have it because I feel bad letting it go? Divide everything into 3 piles: what you wear regularly, what you haven't worn in months, and what you keep just in case. That just in case is an emotional trap. 90% of those clothes never return to your routine. And each one takes up space, consumes your visual energy, and makes it harder to choose what really matters. Then, concede. Be brave. What you don't wear, what doesn't fit, what doesn't match your current style has to go. Give it away, donate it, sell it, or recycle it. But don't put it back in the closet with excuses. Think of every garment you let go of as 1 gram less of mental weight, 1 more centimeter of breathing space. If needed, place a box near your front door and fill it during this stage. Don't leave decisions halfway. If something doesn't suit you today, it doesn't belong in your present. Now that you've reduced to what you truly need, it's time to concentrate. Organize clothes by type and frequency of use. T-shirts with t-shirts, pants with pants, loungewear separate from going out clothes. If you have winter clothes and it's summer, store them in boxes or vacuum bags and place them out of daily reach. What you use regularly should be easily accessible. This step isn't just aesthetic, it's functional. You'll save minutes each morning and gain peace every time you open the closet. And finally, care. It's not just about maintaining physical order, but maintaining the relationship you're building with your clothes and your space. Fold what you wore at the end of the day, don't leave things tossed over a chair, don't shove things in randomly. Caring is honoring the effort you made by classifying, conceding, and concentrating. Caring is thanking yourself for the change you made to live better. Your closet should be a place of clarity, not guilt. A space where opening the door makes you feel in control, not frustrated. Remember this, your clothes don't define who you are, but the order in which you choose to live does transform how you feel each day. Start with your closet and you'll be starting with yourself. 2. The kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home. But it can also become the center of chaos if it's not given attention. What should be a space for connection, nourishment, and warmth often ends up being a place where everything accumulates. Things we don't use, broken stuff, duplicate utensils, and a constant sense of visual clutter. It's a place where you spend many hours, and for that reason, more than any other, it needs to be in harmony with you. The 4C method can return to it the order, peace, and functionality it deserves. Start by classifying, no excuses. Open the drawers, the shelves, check the pantry, and especially, look at your countertop. Grab every utensil, every appliance, every container, and ask yourself honestly, do I use this? Do I need it? When was the last time this touched a pot? Why do I have 3 whisks, 4 can openers, 5 knives that don't cut, and a sandwich maker I haven't used in 3 years? Do it without fear. Put everything on the table literally. You'll be surprised at the number of useless things that live with you every day. Things you never use, but that steal your physical and mental space. Classification goes deeper than it seems. It's realizing how much you drag along without reason. And that weighs on you. Now comes the moment to let go. This part might hurt a bit, because the someone gave it to me, it was expensive, maybe I'll need it later thoughts start to appear. But you have to be firm. If an item doesn't serve a real purpose in your kitchen, it goes. Duplicates, broken things, uncomfortable tools, forgotten items, out. You're not losing anything, you're reclaiming space. And in the kitchen, space is gold. Give away that set of dishes you never use, donate those duplicate utensils, sell that food processor you only used once in 2019. Freeing up your kitchen is the first step to truly making it your own. Then, focus. Organize your things by function and frequency of use. The utensils you use every day, spoons, good knives, spatulas should be within reach. Place them in a nice container on the counter or in the top drawer. Items you use moderately often, blender, toaster, large pot, can go in an accessible cupboard. And things you only use on special occasions, cake molds, cookie cutters, party dishes, store them up high or in less frequented places. Everything should have its zone. Nothing should be in the way. Focusing isn't just about making things look nice, it's about making your life easier. The less you have to search, dig through, or pull out 10 things to find one, the more time and energy you'll have for what really matters. Cooking calmly, sharing, living. Finally, take care. Don't abandon your kitchen after just one day of order. The secret lies in small habits. Wipe the counter every night, leave the sink empty before going to bed, wipe the stove after cooking, put everything back in its place. These gestures, although they may seem small, create a different atmosphere. And more importantly, they create a new relationship with your home. The kitchen doesn't have to be perfect or magazine-worthy, but it can be functional, tidy, and yours. A place where everything flows, where you don't feel overwhelmed going in, where you don't waste time searching for one Tupperware lid among 30. With the 4C method, you're not just organizing your kitchen, you're reclaiming control, pleasure, and calm at the heart of your home. Because when the kitchen is at peace, everything else begins to fall into place. 3. The children's toys. Children's toys can be a blessing, or a silent nightmare. One day you realize that every corner of the house has something: an armless doll under the couch, puzzle pieces under the table, cars, blocks, stuffed animals, and that toy that wouldn't stop making noise and you still don't know how to turn off. Everything seems to multiply uncontrollably, and what should be a space for play and creativity turns into a minefield of chaos, frustration, and visual noise. Not just for you, but for your children too. With the 4C method, even this highly sensitive universe can find its balance. And best of all, you can involve your kids in the process, teaching them from an early age to live with awareness, order, and empathy. Start by classifying, and do it with them. Sit on the floor, open all the boxes, baskets, and shelves. Take everything out. Ask them to help you go through toy by toy. Ask them, do you still play with this? Do you still like it? Is it intact or missing something? Is this puzzle complete? Do you still like this doll or not anymore? You'll see that kids understand more than you think. Some resist at first, but if you turn it into a game or mission, they'll join in. They need clarity too. When they have too many toys, they don't even play well. They get bored faster, frustrated, can't find what they want. Having fewer, but better organized toys enhances their imagination. Classifying isn't just cleaning up, it's a chance to connect with them, see how they've grown, what interests them today, and what they've outgrown. Then comes the most powerful act, letting go. Here it's crucial to explain the value of sharing. Show them that the toys they no longer use but are in good condition can make other kids happy. Create a special donation box with them. Tell them those toys will have a new adventure in another home. And if they want, they can write a little letter to the new owner. That gives meaning to the act of letting go and reinforces core values: generosity, empathy, detachment. Then focus. Once only what's truly used remains, it's time to organize. Use sturdy boxes or baskets and label them. You can do it by toy type: cars, dolls, blocks, board games, or by age group: baby toys, 3+ toys, family games. If they can't read yet, use labels with pictures or colors. The important thing is that they can identify where each item goes. You don't need expensive shelving or a Pinterest-worthy system. What you need is logic, easy access, and order tailored to them. And the most important thing, take care. But not alone. Teach them that taking care of their space is also part of playtime. At first, you'll need to guide them. But over time, if you make it routine, they'll internalize it. After playing, everything goes back where it belongs. A new toy doesn't come out until the previous one is put away. Make it fun, play music, count to 10, invent stories. If you see they can't manage alone, maybe there's still too much and it's time to start over. Caring also means reviewing and adjusting. Toys aren't just things. They're experiences, memories, moments of growth. But they don't have to live in your home forever. And they don't all have to be accessible at once. When you organize that universe, you give your children the chance to play with more focus, to feel ownership of their space, to value what they have. And you give yourself the peace of not constantly picking up scattered pieces, not knowing where they go. With the 4C method, toys stop being a problem and go back to being what they were always meant to be, a source of joy, connection, and learning. And that, in a house with kids, is priceless. 4. The bathroom. The bathroom is often one of the smallest spaces in the house, but also one of the most burdened. It's that intimate place where your day begins and ends, where you care for yourself, where you connect with yourself. However, we often turn it into a forgotten corner, full of containers, expired products, old towels, and cosmetics we haven't used in years. And though we may not say it out loud, it weighs on us. Entering a messy bathroom creates mental noise, even if we don't realize it. It distracts you, steals your time, and drains your energy. The 4C method can change that relationship. It can turn your bathroom into an organized, light, and much more functional refuge. It all starts with classifying. Open the drawers, the medicine cabinet, and the space under the sink. Gather all the products: creams, shampoos, conditioners, soaps, makeup, brushes, medicines, deodorants, perfumes. One by one. Check the expiration dates. You'll probably find expired medications, dried up nail polishes, creams that have been open for years, products you no longer use, or that never worked for you. You'll likely also have empty containers that are taking up space out of habit. This is important. Don't keep just in case what you already know you won't use. That cream that irritated you, that toner with a weird smell, that makeup that makes you feel uncomfortable. All of that goes. The bathroom is not a storage space for things that don't work. It's a space for self-care, and you deserve to be surrounded only by what is good for you. Next comes letting go. Not everything you don't use should be thrown away. Sometimes, we have new, unopened products that simply don't suit us. A shampoo someone gave you that isn't for your hair type. A makeup set that doesn't match your skin tone. A perfume that doesn't identify you. Donate those products. Share them with friends, neighbors, family. Allow yourself to let go without guilt. It's better they're being used by someone else than gathering dust on your shelf. Now, focus. This step really transforms the bathroom. Organize by categories and zones. Everything should have its place. Makeup in a separate case or drawer. Daily hygiene products, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, face cream together and accessible. Medicines separately, preferably out of reach of children, and clearly labeled. Occasional use items like masks or waxing kits in another spot. Use small organizers, baskets, trays. You don't need luxury, just logic. Every morning and night, you should be able to find everything in seconds, without rummaging, without fighting with an overcrowded drawer. And lastly, maintain. This habit keeps the order alive. Clean at least once a week. Wipe down surfaces, remove dust from shelves, disinfect handles, throw away empty containers. But beyond cleaning, avoid accumulating again. If you buy a new product, make sure to finish the old one first. Don't keep 20 open creams. Don't collect samples or freebies you're never going to use. Be mindful. You can also make the bathroom a warmer space. Add a candle, a small plant, a towel you really like. It doesn't have to look like a spa, but it can be a place where you feel comfortable, at peace, in charge of your space. With the 4C method, your bathroom becomes more than just a functional space. It becomes a silent declaration of self-love. Because every time you enter and everything is in its place, clean, clear, and simple, something in you also settles. And that, in your daily routine, amidst the noise of the world, in the role you carry as a homeowner, is a gift you deserve every day. 5. The papers. Papers. Those silent invaders that multiply without us realizing. They start as an envelope in your purse, a bill left on the table, a prescription you forgot to file. And when we react, we already have piles in the drawers, meaningless folders, crumpled papers all over the house. Some expired, others important, but all mixed together. And when we need them the most, they don't appear. The feeling of wasting time looking for a document is frustrating. But the worst part is the invisible burden created by paper clutter. It disrupts your mind, your time, and even your finances. With the 4C method, you can take control, even though at first it may seem like a mountain. Because organizing papers isn't just a matter of space, it's a way to regain mental clarity and take charge of your administrative life. Start with classifying. Gather all the papers you find, envelopes, old folders, purchase receipts, bank statements, appliance manuals, medical records, certificates, insurances, bills, school papers, loose notes. Everything. Spread them out on a table and start sorting. Personal documents, ID, birth certificates, important certificates. Invoices and payments. Warranties. Medical papers. Work papers. Receipts. School papers. Old papers you have no idea why they're there. It's a meticulous task, but necessary. Sometimes even emotional. You'll find things that connect you to memories. Allow yourself the time, but don't get distracted from the goal. The next step, though difficult, is letting go. Throwing away. Detaching. Everything that doesn't have current or legal value goes. Old grocery receipts, paid bills from years ago, expired papers, duplicates, meaningless notes, expired warranties, manuals for things you no longer have. If they have personal data, shred them or tear them up well. The rest goes to recycling. Don't cling to papers, just in case that just in case never comes. If you feel more secure, you can scan or take photos of some documents before throwing them away, and store them digitally. But don't keep accumulating dead things in live drawers. Next, focus. Everything important, together and well classified. Use folders with dividers, organizing boxes, filing cabinets, or folders. The important thing is that it works for you, that you know where everything is in seconds. One folder for personal documents, another for payments and invoices, another for warranties and purchases, another for medical or school papers. Label, date, be clear. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be useful. This step changes your day-to-day. Because the next time you're asked for a certificate or a receipt, you'll know exactly where it is. And that gives you power. And lastly, maintain. This step is what turns order into a habit. Once a month, Check that folder or box where you concentrated everything. Remove what's no longer useful, update what's necessary. Don't let it overflow again. When a new important paper comes in, don't let it roam around the house, straight to its place. If possible, digitize the documents that can be scanned. Store them in a folder in the cloud or in your email. But the essentials, in physical form and organized. The chaos in the papers is not just an aesthetic issue, it is an emotional, mental, and administrative burden. And as a householder, you are often the one who carries that weight. The 4C method gives you the tool to free that space and energy. It helps you create a system that supports you, gives you answers instead of questions, and reminds you that having your papers in order is not an obligation. It's an act of care. Care for yourself, for your home, and for your time. Because everything you can find without looking for it gives you more life for what really matters. 6. The living room. The living room. That space that should be the warm heart of the house, the place where conversations happen, where you rest, where you welcome loved ones. But many times it turns into a storage area. It fills up with decorations that no longer represent us, loose papers, things that have nowhere to go and end up there out of habit. And the worst part, we get used to that visual noise. We see it every day and no longer notice it, but we feel it. That subtle discomfort, that background mess that seems not to bother but weighs down. Does this happen to you? With the 4C method, you can reclaim your living room. Make it that beautiful, organized corner where it feels good to be, to share, or simply to sit alone and breathe. It doesn't matter if it's big or small, what matters is how you care for it. Start by classifying. Look at each corner with fresh eyes. Observe everything: decorations, picture frames, paintings, candles, vases, magazines, books, cushions, loose objects. What's there because you like it? And what's there because it just stayed? Ask yourself questions. Did I choose this or inherit it? Does it still represent me? Does it bring me peace, joy, warmth? Or is it just gathering dust without purpose? Sometimes, excessive decoration overwhelms rather than beautifies. And when everything demands attention, nothing does. Then comes letting go. And this can hurt a little because many times we hold on to objects due to emotional attachment. But if something no longer fits your style, if it doesn't bring you joy or connection, you can let it go. Give it away, sell it, donate it. Make space for what truly belongs in your life today. It's not about emptying for the sake of emptying, but about keeping what makes sense. Your home should grow with you, and sometimes that means letting go. Now it's time to concentrate. Everything has its place. Books together, on a shelf or bookcase. Not scattered everywhere. Remote controls, in a specific box or tray, where it looks neat but prevents them from floating around on the sofas. Magazines or catalogs, in a magazine holder or simply out if no one is reading them. Group the decorations. 3 candles together look better than 5 scattered. Less is more. Create visual zones of calm, not cluttered corners. Allow space to breathe. Your eyes need order too. And finally, care. This step takes no more than 5 minutes a day, but it makes all the difference. Straighten the cushions when you get up. Dust off surfaces with a soft cloth, even on the most visible ones. Fold the blanket from the couch that you used the night before. Turn off the lights with intention. Every small gesture is a way of appreciating your space. And the more you care for it, the more you enjoy it. Your living room doesn't have to look like it came out of a magazine to feel good. It has to speak to you, reflect you, give you comfort and pride. The 4C method doesn't impose rules. It gives you back control over what you choose to have in sight. Because when you intentionally choose what surrounds you, you're not just organizing a space. You're creating an environment that holds you. One that invites you to stay, to rest, to share, and to be. And that, in the rhythm of the home, is a gift that shows every day. 7. The pantry. The pantry is like the invisible heart of the kitchen. It's there, hidden behind a door, but it defines much more than we think. What we eat, how we cook, how much we spend, and also how much we waste. And sometimes it becomes a forgotten zone, where expired packages pile up, unnecessary duplicates, half-opened boxes, products we bought with good intentions but never used. How many times have you bought something you already had because you didn't remember it was there? With the 4C method, your pantry stops being chaos and becomes a daily ally. Because when you know what you have, you make better use of it, cook with more enthusiasm, and even save without realizing it. Start with classification. Take everything out, absolutely everything. Put it on the table or the floor. Check each product one by one. Look at expiration dates, condition of the packaging, whether it's open or closed. Separate what's expired, what's close to expiring, what you use regularly, and what's been sitting there for months without being touched. Ask yourself honest questions. Am I going to use this? When did I buy it? Does it really serve me? Sometimes we buy impulsively or because it's trendy, and those products end up as silent witnesses to the mess. Then comes letting go. Yes, you can also let go from the pantry. Any food that isn't expired but you know you won't use can be donated. To a neighbor, to a family, to an organization. It doesn't make sense to accumulate it in your home until it spoils. Think that it could be food on someone's table today. What is expired? Throw it away responsibly. And commit to yourself to never again let something reach that point without being used. Now, concentrate. Put back what's left, but with order. Group by type, cans with cans, cereals with cereals, condiments with condiments, snacks on one side, cooking ingredients on another. If you can, use transparent jars or containers to see the contents. Label if necessary. Place what expires first at the front, and the newer stuff at the back. Like in the supermarket, but at home. This system allows you to see everything you have at a glance, no excuses. You can even make a paper or digital list of what's in there to help you plan meals. And finally, care. This step changes your relationship with your kitchen. Before you go shopping, open your pantry. Check what's in there, what's missing, what's repeated. Plan your purchases with that information. Avoid filling it up just to fill it up. Sometimes we think that more products give us more options, but in reality, they overwhelm us. Fewer things, more clarity. Check your pantry once a week. A few minutes are enough to organize what got disordered, close packages properly, throw away crumbs or leftovers. That small habit keeps the system running without falling apart. When your pantry is organized, you cook with more enthusiasm, you know exactly what you have, and you avoid overspending. But beyond the practical, there is something profound about having the food in your home organized, visible, and cared for. It's an act of respect towards your home, your effort, and your time. Because when you don't waste minutes looking for a spice or discovering that something has expired, you gain calm. And in that calm, your family also gets nourished. Organizing the pantry is not just another step of the 4C method. It's a way of caring from the inside out. 8. The desk. The desk. That small space that can be a corner for creation, work, projects, and dreams fulfilled. Or, unfortunately, it can turn into a trap of chaos, tangled cables, crumpled papers, dull pencils, old receipts, open envelopes, loose notes. A pile of visual noise that not only gets in the way but mentally drains you. Because even though we think it doesn't, clutter weighs on you. It weighs on your focus, on your productivity, on your mood. With the 4C method, your desk becomes what it should be, a clean, clear starting point where your ideas flow and your energy doesn't stagnate. It all starts with sorting. It's not enough to just tidy up what's on top. You need to empty the desk completely, the drawers, the organizers, everything. Take absolutely everything out and put it on a large surface. Now sort. Cables, do they all work? Do you know what they're for? Papers, are they important? Will you need them later? Office supplies, pencils, pens, markers, clips, post-its. Separate what's useful from what's not. What makes sense from what's just there because you didn't decide what to do with it. Next, let go. Do you need 5 identical USB cables? Or that pen that hasn't worked in months, but you still keep it just in case? Anything duplicated, broken, or unused for months should go. Give it away, recycle it, throw it out. Clearing physical space clears mental space. You're not a collector of just-in-case items, you're the owner of your space. Make quick decisions. If you hesitate, you probably don't need it. Now concentrate. Organize with purpose. Put cables in a small box or a labeled bag so they don't get tangled or lost. Important papers in a folder or filing cabinet. Office supplies in drawers, boxes, or small organizers on the desk. Everything must have its place. And each thing should be easy to find, not a guessing game. Fewer visible objects mean more of a feeling of order. And if you can, go for visual simplicity, organizers of the same color, discrete boxes, clear labels. Finally, take care. Every time you finish using your desk, give yourself a minute, yes, just 1 minute to tidy up. Put the paper where it belongs. Roll up the cable you used. Close the notebook. Put the pencils in their holder. Wipe the crumbs if you ate something there. It seems like a small detail, but it's not. Ending the day with a tidy desk is starting the next one with clarity. It's giving your mind a clean environment where it can focus on creating, solving, moving forward. And more importantly, it's giving yourself the respect of caring for your workspace, that place where you plant what you want to achieve. An organized desk is not just an aesthetic luxury. It's a silent declaration: I'm ready. I'm present. I take my projects, my ideas, my time seriously. Applying the 4C method here doesn't just transform your work corner, it transforms your attitude. And that, over time, changes everything. The 4C method is not just a trend that comes and goes. It's a philosophy, a powerful tool to reclaim what truly matters in your life, your space, your energy, your peace. We live in a world where hurry, chaos, and noise seem to be the norm. But did you know that your environment has a direct impact on how you feel? Every cluttered corner, every unnecessary accumulation, is stealing a piece of your tranquility. It's as if all the mess speaks for you, telling you, you have no control. You don't have time for yourself. An organized home doesn't mean a perfect home. It's not about having everything spotless or following magazine decoration standards. That would be superficial. No, an organized home is one where you can breathe again, where the space invites you to relax, to think, to be yourself without the weight of chaos. It's a home where things are in their place, but above all, it's a space that allows you to be free from unnecessary distractions. A place where you can disconnect, rest, and reconnect with yourself. Because order doesn't just change the environment, it changes how you feel within it. You don't need big changes to get started, nor do you need to do a spring cleaning overnight. The 4C method is a process. It's a path you walk slowly, with conscious decisions, with intention. It's something that integrates into your daily life. Sorting, letting go, concentrating, and taking care. They are not just physical actions, they are mental habits that transform how you relate to your space and therefore to yourself. It's time to stop waiting for the house to organize itself. It's time to take control of what's under your roof, to turn your home into a place that respects and cares for you. Order is a form of self-love. Because when we organize what surrounds us, we're saying, I deserve this. I deserve peace. I deserve clarity. So the question is, are you ready to start? Are you ready to make the 4C method a tool that transforms your life, that transforms your home? You don't have to wait until tomorrow or for a perfect moment. The first step starts right now. Every small change counts. Every small action brings you closer to that peace you so deserve.